Dear Fury fans, you guys are killing me. Sincerely. ShowBizz the adult. Listen, I just did a video earlier today saying, is Tyson Fury great? I don't know yet. Is he the greatest of the era? The jury is still out. He can be great. Certainly, he can be. But let me tell you what I've been seeing in the comments. Look here, Tyson Fury fans, what you can't do, I'm going to tell you what you can't do. You can't spend years, okay, convincing us or trying to convince us that Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder, is a sausage, that he's a dosa, that he isn't a good fighter, he can't fight, that he has a horrible resume, that he's been cherry picking, and then say that we are required, we must call Tyson Gypsy King Fury great for beating him multiple times. You can't sleep on both sides of the bed. You can't do it. It's one way or the other. If Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is a trash fighter, then we should give Tyson Fury no credit for beating him multiple times. Like I said, that's what happens when you fanboy. When you fanboy and you hate somebody so much, you take the accomplishment from the fighter that you're fanboying for. I tell you guys that all the time. So you can't sleep on both sides of the bed. Either Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder is a very good fighter or even a great fighter, one of the better fighters, and Tyson Gypsy King Fury deserves all the credit in the world for beating him multiple times, or he's a doser, or he's a sausage, or he's a cherry picker, or he's not a good fighter, and he has a terrible resume, and he's been cherry picking. If so, then that is no great accomplishment. Now, on top of that, I brought up Muhammad Ali. I brought up Jack Dempsey. I brought up those fighters being savages, being great, and defining what great is. In one of the comments, I responded to one of you show business partners. I said, Tyson Gypsy King Fury. Did he fight AJ? Did he fight Usyk? Has he fought Andy Ruiz? How about Joseph Parker? How about Joe Joyce? How about Daniel Dubois? I know that he sparred Jared Anderson, but has he fought him in a pro fight? And you guys responded, what? You want him to get brain damage? Let me tell you something. There is no civil way to be savage. Boxing is a savage sport. There's no smart way to do it. Let me tell you something. It's not smart to get punched in the head for a living. It's not. But they're savage. And that speaks to the primal warrior that's in all of us. That animal is in all of us. That's why these guys are heroes of mine. And they're inspirational. Those who take the biggest risk are those who get the greatest reward. So it is smarter for Tyson Gypsy King Fury or Floyd Money Mayweather or anybody else to swim and break records in the shallow end of the pool or 10 feet of the pool. But I will not say that those fighters are greater than someone who jumps off a boat into the Pacific in a perfect storm. Okay, that person is a savage. If that person comes out clean on the other side, they're just greater. It is what it is in a savage sport. I'm sorry. So yeah, it's smart. It's smart to retire now. It's smart to not extend your career and take these huge risks. Yes, that is smarter. But I am not required to say that you're greater than a person who did it in a savage way, in an insane way, in a not so smart way, and just using their courage and their bravery, just the insane primal energy of a warrior, and they go about their career that way. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that that person who did the quote unquote smart way, the civil way, is greater than the one that was a savage in a savage sport. I'm sorry. That's why Floyd Money Mayweather will never, in my opinion, be greater than Sugar Ray Robinson. Henry Armstrong. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to put him over Roberto Duran. Those guys were insane. They were crazy, doing more savage shit in a savage sport. That's how we measure it. Like I said, don't lower the standard of greatness. Tyson Gypsy King Fury, if he is great, the standard of greatness is him collecting some belts by beating Klitschko and then beating Wilder multiple times, then that's just it. But he's not going to be greater than Muhammad Ali or anywhere in the realm of Muhammad Ali for being a damn savage, insane person. Evander the Real Deal Holyfield, Joe Louis, Jack Johnson, those people are insane. Jack Dempsey, insane. They're more savage than he is. Is Tyson Fury more civil right now? Yes, he's more civil. He can get credit for being more civil, more domestic in a savage sport. But I'm not going to say he's a greater savage in a savage sport. I give Muhammad Ali, Joe Louis, Jack Dempsey, Jack Johnson, those Sam Langford, all those boys, Evander the Real Deal Holyfield, they are greater savages in a savage sport, making them greater. That's it. Now, Tyson Fury, he has the opportunity. If he fights the winner between AJ and Usyk, and like I said, the great ones will fight them both. They'll fight the winner and the loser. That's what makes you great. And extend his career. He's only 32 years old. Extend it by fighting the Joe Joyce, the winner between Joe Joyce and Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz. The more he do that, the higher up the ladder he climb. But I'm not going to give him credit because I think he would accomplish those things. I have to see it. So, I'm not hating on Tyson Fury. But I'm not going to ignore the accomplishments of the great ones and the standard where they set greatness, the bar they set greatness. I'm out.